I've decided to include a quick video on annotative behavior in AutoCAD. Now, if you need a little more guidance, just ask me in the comments, and I might be able to provide some additional resources. But yeah, this video, I'm going to make it as brief as possible, so I'll try to go pretty quickly. The first thing I'll cover in this video is why I used annotative objects, annotative styles in this template, and then I'll just give you a quick demo. Okay, so first I'm just going to go over a few variable settings. So me using annotative objects for the first time, I noticed there's a lot of problems, and a lot of those things are due to the variables. So there's 3 of them here, and they kind of coincide with one another. The all visible, sorry, that one will there it is, all visible. That is safer to leave on. What I found is that if you draw something on the wrong annotation scale, it's better to have it show up rather than not at all. So I do set the all visible to 1, but if you're very organized and diligent, setting it to 0 can have some benefits. The auto scale, that means whenever you change this, all your objects automatically add that scale to them, and that can kind of compounds a problem with the selection display, where when you click an object, you'll get like this weird, not really shadow, but the object will ghost at every different scale, and it just looks hideous, and it makes it really hard to work in AutoCAD. And that's one major reason why a lot of people, that reason alone, actually deters a lot of people from using the annotative styles in AutoCAD. But once you get your variables sorted out, get something you're comfortable with, they work way better. Now, me being an AutoDesk programmer, I can use non-annotative styles. I can make the standards quick. I can get around a lot of the setbacks. I can negate a lot of the disadvantages. But to create the standards as I've done here would have taken way longer if I wasn't using annotative objects. We'll just quickly go through everything. I'll go into my text styles. I have 5 different text styles. If I didn't use annotative styles, I'd have to create these text styles for every single scale I use. Same with my leader styles. I have a lot of different leader styles. I'd have to, again, create those for every single scale. Same with dimensions, right? So you might be able to see the advantages I'm talking about. And my blocks are also annotative blocks, meaning they'll automatically scale based on whatever annotation scale I'm using. So anyways, let's go over here. Let's start drawing some stuff. I'm in a 1:1 scale. I'm actually going to change that. Let's do 3 inches equals 1 foot 0. That would be 1:4, if my math is correct. Oops. There we go. So anyways, you kind of get the point. I can draw all these objects at my given scale. But now I have a bigger object over there. I want to change the scale. Let's do 1 1/2 inch equals 1 foot 0. I'll hit refresh just so you can see that the line type scale actually changes based on the annotation scale. You have to hit refresh before you'll see the changes. Okay, so we'll just do that. Sometimes you'll have to adjust your line type scale if your lines don't quite appear right. But anyways, you kind of get the point here. I'll do that D title. Oops. Now the scale getting added here, that's functionality built into my AutoDesk coding. That's not default AutoCAD behavior. I'll cover that in a future video. Okay, so anyways, we got our details there. You can see how quick it was. The traditional method was anytime you change scale, you have to change all your styles to match that scale, right? Whereas now I just have to have the same style in my dimension styles, whatever style I'm going to use in my M-liter styles. Text style and so on, right? I don't need to I don't need to change everything all at once. I don't have to worry about my block scales. If they're annotative, their scale will match your annotation scale. So anyways, let's just pick any random title block. Let's do mview. So I think if I remember correctly, I did the 1/2 inch equals 1 foot 0. Remember, this is just like a little metal base plate, right? So it wouldn't, it's not going to be very big when it prints. So anyways, that's that. I'll just copy this over. Now we'll go to this guy. So as you can see, you can't see any of the text. It's because this, oops, I accidentally clicked that. Leave this one off, the Anno Auto Scale. I highly recommend leaving that off because that'll cause more trouble than it's worth. But anyways, this one's scaled to, what did I have that at? I can always look at this. Okay, 3 inches equals 1 foot 0. There we go. And I'll just lock that. So let's go back to model space. Let's say for whatever reason, let's go back to that 3 inch scale. I wanted I accidentally clicked that again. Remember, don't. I highly recommend leaving that off. You can go to the AutoCAD. AutoCAD support or AutoCAD help to better explain that. Maybe I'll do it in this video as well. Okay, so anyways, I've decided to detail that in 2 different scales. So sometimes, like let's say you have an elevation of a house and you have some fine details like a windowsill or some sort of detail like that. If you have this all Anno visible turned off, you can actually use the same object and annotate it at different scales, where if I turn it back on, you can see I'm mixing the 2 scales with one another. Okay, so that was my quick little demo on annotative behavior in AutoCAD. I tried to keep the video to under 5 minutes. I'm just over 10 minutes, so I might have gone through things a little bit fast. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. And thanks very much for watching.